All right, today, God said you are dripping with favor. Job 42 and 10. So we look at the story of Job. A lot of people are in, as we call it, the Job effect. That's what my mom used to say. Job went through a lot, lost a lot of things. But you read Job 42 and 10, it says, after Job had prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his prosperity and doubled his previous possessions. What does that mean? Because if you're praying for your friends, God is going to give you double for your trouble. James 5 and 11. See how blessed we consider those who have persevered. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen the outcome from the Lord. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. So you look at the story of Job and everything that Job was going through. People were like, why are you still following God or whatever? Kind of like today. But because of his perseverance, God blessed him. In the scripture, it says that those that follow God shall never, be ashamed. 1 Samuel 2 and 8. He raises the poor from the dust. He lifts the needy from the ash heap to make them sit with nobles and inherit a seat of honor, for the pillars of the earth are the Lord's, and he sets the world on them. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. With that being said, that there are some that are going to be out of poverty. God is going to raise your income and your prosperity. Deuteronomy 28 and 8. The Lord will send a blessing on your barns and everything you put to your hand to. So whatever you put your hand to will be blessed. The rest of the verse, the Lord your God will bless you in the land he is giving you. Leviticus 25 and 21. Then I will so order my blessing for you in the 6th year. Excuse me. In the 6th year, that it will bring forth crop for 3 years. So this is 2016, 6. So someone is going to receive a big blessing before the year is out. So God is definitely going to bless somebody. All you have to do is just claim it and say amen. Deuteronomy 15 and 4. However, there will be no more poor among you, since the Lord will surely bless you in the land which the land your God is giving you as an inheritance to possess. Verse 10. Deuteronomy 15, you shall generously give to him, and your heart shall not be grieved when you give to him, because for this thing the Lord your God will bless you in all your work and all your undertaking. So when God is going to bless you, don't forget to bless others. I remember God told me, just because I gave it to you don't mean it's for you. So, when God blesses us like that, we're supposed to, have discernment, and we're supposed to be a blessing to others. There's others that God will lay on our heart to bless. Proverbs 3 and 10. So your barns will be filled with plenty, and your vats will overflow with new wine. Proverbs 3 and 3. Here's a principle that you can do. Do not let kindness and truth leave you. Bind them around your neck. Write them on the tablet of your heart. Verse 4. Then you will find favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. So with that, there's other scripture talks about God will cause men or people to give unto your bosom. You will find favor, with men. People will just start to bless you. Something about them, they will just start doing stuff for you. You never know. Also, it says, verse 5, lean out to your own understanding. Verse 6, but in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. So with that being said, you're definitely dripping with favor. What God is saying right now, despite, what it may look like. Despite what it may feel like. A lot of times, people feel like, oh, well, how am I going through and I have favor? Well, you still do have favor. If everything was so easy, we wouldn't need God. But the thing is, we have to speak life into our situation despite what it looks like. And if you speak life and you speak blessings, then, your mind will actually start to be better. That's why, we have, as they call it, we have pagan holiday, we have Halloween coming up. And so, we talk about, being scared, so if you watch a movie and like them scary movies, they talk about some of the actors, and sometimes, they actually forget they're in a scary movie and they really get scared. Why? Because they already thought about it. And listen, they forgot that they were in the movie. So it's not, it's not a real movie. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know what I mean? So it's actors, but it's not real life. But that's what we can do in life. You know what I'm saying? We can forget what God said, and we think what it looks like on the surface, that's what reality is, and it's really not. Despite what you may feel like, you know, and just like those actors, you know, they actually feel scared, but they forget it's a movie, you know. So that's why we got to talk to ourselves about what's happening in the Bible. That's why we got to say it, we got to speak it, and then our mind will actually go with it. That's why you can sit and watch a scary movie, and you know, the not the author, but the director will actually make make a scene come up to where it's, you know, you think the killer is about to come, because of the music and everything and the way it looks, and then it don't come up, but you didn't get, you know, so you didn't got scared, you know. So that's all set up. So hope you caught that. Love y'all. God bless.